Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, here we are from group 2. We will discuss about the rule on syllables. But before it, I want to mention my members first. Okay, first is me. I'm Sheilla Yolalessie Visyamanda. And for the second members is Vira, Anjali, Vitaloca. And then for the third is Leni, Anggun, Kusuma. And then Tian, Yona, Tiara. Okay, for the first explanation will be discussed by me. I'm Sheilla Yolalessie Visyamanda. Okay, I will discuss about the syllable and plosive aspiration. Okay, for the first is syllables. I want to explain about the definition of syllable first. Okay, syllable is the combined number of one or more consonant and vowel, or it can be only one vowels. Okay, that are spoken when it's pronounced in a word. Okay, for examples, in the word visit, which is spoken, we can speak in the letter is v, and a combination of sit. Okay, and then we can count. It has 2 syllables, and then v, sit, like that. Okay, that are 2. Okay, for the next is there are 2 rules on syllables. That like I have taught you about the how many syllables in a word visit. It is 2 syllables. We can count syllable of sound, vowel, and consonant. That's create when pronunciate a word. And then for the second rule is how many times you heard the vowel sound. It is syllables. Okay. For the clear examples, again, for the understanding about the syllables, I want to show the example of syllables. It is, I give you first example of 1 syllables. That, for example, is cat. It is only cat. Okay, then has 1 syllables. For the next is see. It is also has 1 syllables. Okay, for other example is walking. It has 2 syllables because we can speak walk, and then it's combined by king. And no, I'm sorry, walk and ing. Okay, for the other example is zebra. It is z and then bra. Okay, then it has 2 syllables. For the 3 syllables is like buffalo. It is ba, v, and lo. Okay, like that. Okay, we move to the plosive aspiration. Plosive aspiration is we can explain that is found in plosive aspiration. It's only found 3 sounds per occur, which we write p, t, and k, or it can be also by c. Okay, when the sound occur at the beginning of a word or the beginning of stressed syllable, aspiration is very like English sound h. Okay, aspiration is like sound h. And for example, is we can say cat. Or for the beginners who study English is only read cat, but not it's wrong way to read cat, but the right way is cat, like that. There is like a sound h in a word. Okay, and then here I will explain that the aspiration is like whispering voice. Okay, aspiration is called by whispering voice. For example, like this, we can if in a word pay, and then for the beginners who study English is only read by pay, but in English, in aspiration, it is has aspiration, it's aspirate, and then we can read by pay. Okay, it includes sound H in a word. Okay, like that. We can say pay, pay, and then or other example is cat, and then is if aspirate, it's then we can read by cat, cat, like that. Okay. Okay. I think that's all about the syllable and plosive aspiration, and then will be continued by my friends. Okay, thank you.
My name is Vira Anjali Vitaloca. I will explain the material about stray eraser. What is stray eraser? Stray eraser is applying the words medially throughout the lexical cycle, and word ending at the word level. In the Yola, stray eraser has no chance of being applied at the word level because language-specific extra prosodicity license all final consonant. But on the other hand, in Lardil, there is no extra prosodicity of the word level. Therefore, all final consonants that cannot be spared can be written off. On the other hand, stray eraser applies to form and remove all unlicensed matter before entering a new cycle. There is no limit to the number of times a stray eraser can be applied. Just like a syllabification, it applies as many times as is necessary to provide a disfiguring licensed phonological string. The possibility in non-distinctness analysis suggested by John McCarthy is to recognize two types of stray eraser. That is, a stray eraser without terms unspecified stray word and deletion. Assuming that the unspecified stray eraser is valid prior to assimilation. The unspecified stray eraser applies only to the final nasal word which fail to accept any specification after assimilation.
Hello, my name is Tian and Tiara, and I will continue the presentation. It's about allophone problem. Okay, allophone. What is allophone? Allophone are variation of sound that involve one or two more variation of the same phoneme. Phoneme is a sound unit that distinguishes one word from another. So if phoneme is a sound in the letter T, then the way to pronounce T is called allophone. Because now the way to pronounce it must vary. Allophone can be used in certain situations and predictable, but can also occur in free variation. Sometimes language speakers often have difficulty hearing the phonetic differences of the same allophone and phonemes because the difference doesn't function to distinguish from another word sounds. Sounds T in English such as hate, little, and tape is called an allophone. They are considered the same, even though they differ phonetically in terms of sound aspiration and point of articulation. In phonology, special punctuation marks are also used to pronounce phonemes in certain languages. To be able to understand what is allophone, you should have learned a basic understanding of linguistic or language studies and learn how they function. Thank you.
My name is Leni Anggun Kusuma, and I want to be continue explain about how to solve phonology problem. Determining the phonemes of language and the allophone assigned to them is not easy. The first is set of phonemes differs from language to language. The second is phonemes are psychological reality. There is not physical proof that they exist. The third is native speaker intuition are not always accurate. They are not used to attending to such detail about their own language. They often make decisions casually. Solving a phonological problem in your narrative language can be disturbingly simple since you have native speaker intuition about your own language. And then, when solving a phonological problem in an unknown language, things are much more difficult because you cannot rely on your intuition. Okay, we can use a systematic approach. Step 1 is determine the distribution of sound. Step 2, look for minimal pairs or near minimal pairs. Step 3, look at the list the environments to determine if they form natural alleles. Step 4 is look for complementary gaps in the environment. Step 5 is stage a generalization of each the sound. And step 6 is determine the identity of the phoneme and each allophone. And then the last step is write a rule. And then, so the conclusion is English phonology is the sound system of the English language or the study of that system. Phonology is the study of new sound are organized and used in natural language. Surpagagemental, also called prodigy feature in phonetics, is a speech feature such as stress, tone, or word junker that accompany or is attached over consonant and vowels. Their feature as note are these features as notes are delimited to single sound, but often accent over syllable, word, or parasis. A syllable is a meaning-loss spelling element consisting of the vowel with or without a consonant. Stray erasure is applying the words medially through the lexical kyle and word ending are the word level. Okay, this might explain and I close. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.